Hi everyone, and today I'm going to be showing you my third comparison video, and this time it's going to be between pole position. So pole position on the Atari 800 and of course pole position on the TI99. So we'll start off with the TI99, so I'll just get the camera set up. Right then, that's quite a good little focus on the screen I think, so let's jump in and have a little look at the TI99 version first this time. So here we go, I'm going to change the amount of laps. I think you can change that. Yeah, change it from 4. Put the laps onto 2. No, 3. 3 laps. No, 2 laps. 2 laps I think would be enough. Right. Let's have a little look then. I'm not sure why we've got this border around the edge. I didn't think this version of the game used to do that when I first got it. But who knows? So yeah, we've got to do our little qualify first. So the car looks really good, doesn't it, at the moment, when you're looking at the directly behind you. But as you'll see as I come up to this corner, it looks kind of weird as you go around the corners. Not too keen on that graphic. Overall, I think the graphics aren't bad. Certainly nothing too special. This is one of the few Atari games which we didn't own back when we were kids. I think, if I remember rightly, the guys in the shop we used to use with Parker Electronics, they advised against picking up this one. And I can see why. It's not brilliant. Certainly not for the money you'd have paid for them back then. But I'm playing it a bit at the moment, getting ready to do this video, and it's actually grown on me a bit. It's not as bad as I remember it to be when I first picked this one up when I got the TI99. This actually came bundled with it when I bought the TI99 I've got now. But yeah, I only played it a tiny bit. The controls I think are quite good. You push forwards to accelerate and pull back to decelerate, and you can press the fire button to sort of change up and down the gears, which I prefer that control actually to what we got on the Atari 800. Quite like the other cars that you meet up with, although they're just solid, they don't have sort of mixed colours like your own, but at least they're different colours each. So they're a mixture of red, blue, and you get green ones as well. I'll do a crash a minute just so you can see what the crash animation's like. So I think that on this version, there you go. I think the crash on this version is actually quite nice. I prefer this version crash to the Atari 800 version. Just about, look at that. Game over, so I guess I didn't do that well. But at least I reached it. Yeah, nice little tune at the end. Not the arcade tune, but it sounds okay. So there we go, so there's that one. So let's flick the Atari on and we'll do the comparison. Off, I'll put the volume up a little bit, because as usual with the Atari, it's quite a lot quieter. And on, let's change the laps. Unfortunately, you can't change them downwards, so you've got to keep pressing select. There we go. So we'll put it on 2 laps as well. Prepare to qualify. So one thing I don't like about this version is the fact it auto accelerates. You've got to press backwards to change up and forwards to change down, which oh, hang on, I've actually got my joystick plugged in. No wonder it wouldn't change. Right. Just as well it was auto-accelerate then. Yeah, which works okay. You can slow down with the fire button. But the trouble is sometimes if you crash on a corner, you've almost got a job to get yourself back into low gear. So yeah, that can be a little bit annoying. But as I'm sure everybody would agree, it looks looks a way better version of the game. It looks really good, this. Love the car animation, tyres there. See the crash, that's about the only thing I don't quite like. So yeah, I did crash deliberately there, honest. Nice sounds as you go over the little chevron things there. Use signs on the side of the road are just plain. I don't know why they couldn't have put like a little blob or something inside rather than just a square block, but it's okay. It gives you a sense of speed, I suppose. Great music in this one. Sound effects as you go past the cars. Yeah, that's quite a bit to it, that. Oh shit. Can't afford to crash much on this one. Harder game than the TI99 version, but in a good way. It feels more like as it should be, really. Yes, I know I'm crap. Ooh, that's going to be tight. Oh, I did quite squeeze through there. Oh, bollocks. Trying to be nice and steady as well to squeeze through. Definitely won't be able to afford another crash now if I want to make it. Oh no! Finish this race. Oh, for Christ's sake. Look at the finishing line. I was there, but I didn't make it. Never mind. So there we go. So yeah, that's both versions. Both pretty good, actually. The TI99 version, it is better than I remember it, to be honest. But of course, there's no comparison. The Atari 800 version really is good. I think as an 8-bit version of Pole Position, that's pretty superb. So let's do the ratings then. So Pole Position, let's do TI99 first. We'll give it graphics. They're serviceable, the graphics. They're not horrible. Some good solid colours, and I think the car, you know, when you're directly behind it, looks really good. So I think I'm going to give that I'll give it a 6, the graphics. They're okay, but they're nothing special. And we've got gameplay. It does play a bit better than I remember, actually. It looks kind of basic, but it plays quite well. So I'm going to give gameplay 7. And then sound. Yeah, sounds, again, they're okay. You haven't got the proper music. You haven't got the sort of passing sounds and everything. So sounds, I think I'll give that a 6 as well. 6 or 7. I'll give it a 7, actually. They're not bad sounds. They're not bad. It's when you're sort of looking back, yeah, it's okay. So what's that then? 40. So 20 20 out of 30. I think that's quite fair for the TI99 version. Nowhere near as good as this, but it's still quite a decent game, really. So the Atari 800 version, this graphics, I'm going to give that a 10. I think it looks fantastic. I love the little lines on the tyres there as well, just to give it that sort of sense of motion. So yeah, they're really good graphics on here. Gameplay, that's going to get a 10 as well. It's nice and responsive. It's got the excitement of a game. Yeah, I think it really does it proud. And sound, that's going to be a 10 as well. It's a clean sweep. It's a 30 out of 30. And I think that's well deserved on the Atari 800 version. It really is really a great game of pole position. So yeah, if you've got an Atari 800 and you haven't got this game, definitely recommend picking it up. So there we go. So yes, that puts the Atari 800 quite nicely in front now. But next week, I'll probably do, I think I'll do Qbert next. And then it will just be Turmoil left for the following week, unless I happen to pick something else up to make another duplicate. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. Put your comments down below if you've got any thoughts on either version, if you think those ratings I've given are fair and reasonable. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, that is all.